Okay, part 3 of us explaining the songs that are on my album. So I have 4 albums that are going to be released. 3 of them are already released, and we are explaining each of the tracks on the 3rd album so you guys can understand what the story is behind them and hopefully appreciate them even more because of the information you receive from this video. With me is my beautiful wife, who will be interviewing me and adding little bits of story that is oh so valuable. You are the topic of a lot of these songs, or at least you were around when I wrote it, so you definitely have insight as well. So without further ado, let's dive in to Decade Anthology Part 3.
HAGS for Life 4.
HAGS for Life 4. You might have been wondering, what's HAGS for Life? What's 4? Basically, a couple years after high school, I wrote 7 songs called HAGS for Life. And I wrote them in literally under an hour, all 7. And I remember I was late for picking up the whole crafts and my sisters from Walnut Elementary because I was doing this. This is the best one out of the 7. I couldn't put all 7 on here, but this is the absolute best HAGS for Life out of that little pack that I made. Maybe one day I'll show you them all, but these are some crowd favorites, some crowd pleasers right here.
Catchy one. What is a HAG?
A HAG is honestly quite subjective.
I thought it was like an old lady.
It depends on the context. It could be a super gross gremlin. It could be just this pit in your stomach. It could be this liberating sensation. If that was vague, I wanted that to be vague. You can't confine HAGs to a box. HAGs need to be free.
Alrighty then. Woefully weeping.
Ooh.
Emotional.
This song. So one day I woke up. It was like in the middle of summer. This might have been... Yeah, this was a couple years after high school. I just woke up and I had this super intense emotional dream. It was like this post-apocalyptic environment, and I was with my wife that was there with a couple other people. We were like scavengers and we were running from this radiation storm, trying to get cleared. It was just totally post-apocalyptic, anarchy kind of world, action dust everywhere. Basically, I felt such a strong emotional connection to this dream that I woke up, went straight to the recording studio and spent all day making this song, and I still get a little emotional thinking about this song. I don't know why, it's just a really emotional song. And one of the parts of the story is you had to leave for some reason. It was totally vague reason, but you did it to protect me, and I didn't even want you to protect me. I was like, I just want you. And I went back to your house. I still remember the house vividly. Your house in the dream. This white picket fence, this like 3-story house with like, I can't even describe it to you fully, but I still remember it clear as day. Powerful song, and I think I captured that emotion well in this song, the emotion I felt in the dream. So, interesting story behind this song. It was a dream I had.
Here we are.
Okay, so this song, I think it's Psalms 84 I wrote the song about. Basically saying how God is good and his dwelling place is always accessible. And what's unique about God is that he can take any situation and turn it into a path back to him. And so, I'm going to get a little controversial here, but there's a part in the song where I'm like, my religion brings me back here. I'm proud of my religion. I'm glad I'm Catholic. A lot of people say religion is something bad or something that is impersonal, but it's not. It's something that leads you to Christ. My religion definitely does lead me to a personal relationship with Christ. Better than I could probably do on my own. So I thank the Catholic Church for that. And this song is about finding God always.
I am sad.
Oh yeah.
This is one of my favorites. This is another one of those examples of you just like spitfiring lyrics. Like they just pour out and they come out perfectly.
I'm kind of good at freestyling, I'm not gonna lie. But
do it right now!
Not
right
amazing.
Now.
No. I'm not amazing, but I can get the job done. I don't know. I hated that. I'm sorry. Don't think of me as a freestyler. I'm not.
Different type of freestyling.
I guess, yeah. So one night, I was completely alone. And I was like, literally, I don't have my girlfriend. I don't have my best friends. And I don't have even my sisters or my video game I'll let you listen to the song. I'll explain it. But basically, I was completely alone. Nothing to do. So I went into the studio. I keep saying studio because it's just my dad's office with a mic up on the top of the computer. It was a perfect setup because I wasn't even part of the real house. So I was isolated. But anyway, I locked myself in there and just made this song, and it's really funny because I'm ultra specific about who is missing from my life at that current moment. The ending of the song is really cool too. I do like a vocal chorus part that I'm really, really proud of. I still am impressed that I did that, to be honest. It's actually 4 parts.
Wow.
So I am sad. Good song.
Air conditioning.
Oh yeah.
It's about air conditioning.
Yeah. So we had a car we called Dave. It was a red GMC Sonoma. One day the AC just wasn't there anymore, and we suffered. We just literally drove through the summer and everything. We'd be driving to weddings and stuff.
And our backs are wet.
And our backs are wet.
Sweat.
We have like all nice clothes on, you know, and we're sweating, makeup and hair, gel is sweating off. We really needed air conditioning. So this song I wrote for my dad to fix the air conditioning, and he loved it. There's an original version, but I remixed it, and the remix is just so much better. So I put the remix on the album. My dad it was funny. He's like, I love that. It's making the list. And he took his pen and wrote down on his agenda, put air conditioning in. But did he ever do it?
No.
Nope. He never fixed it.
He tried.
He might have. Oh wait, he did try, and
it was the truck.
It was
Poor
unfixable.
Dave.
Actually, it's not Dad's fault. He did try.
Dance.
I wanted to make a dance song, something that you could dance to, like at a wedding or at a dance party or whatever, because we're all at dance parties.
Yeah.
But the song was actually inspired by David Crowder's church music album, because that album is the church, but also it's dance music. So I wanted to make one of my own. I'm really proud of the second verse. The bridge, I'm not going to lie, I was really passionate, but I'm not sure it's super accurate. It might be a little heretical, just a little bit, but I did it with a pure heart. I think God understands. Basically, okay, so I'm talking about the blood of Christ and putting his blood on my face like war paint. The scene I was specifically thinking of was in the Passion of Christ, when he's being scourged at the pillar and his blood's everywhere. And I looked at that blood and I thought, that's literally the blood of Christ. And I thought, what if I could dip my hands into it, put it on, and go live for Christ, like as a warrior? So that was my mentality. It's a little edgy. Again, I'm not sure if it's theological or blasphemous or irreverent. That wasn't my intention, and I think God understands, so is that good enough? I don't know.
What have I done?
Okay, so this song I wrote for you, What Have I Done to Deserve Your Love? And that's the simple premise of the song. What have I done to deserve you? And I still wonder that today. Seriously. So, I got the bargain of all bargains.
I'm a bargain.
I got shot for you like the $5 DVD bin at Walmart. I remember one time I asked you, can this song also be about God? Because it works well talking about God, you know, singing it to God. But I wrote it for you. That's the truth.
There are songs that make me think, like, this could be about God.
Yeah, yeah.
Like love songs, you know?
It's however it
Your
impacts the
interpretation.
audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Especially if it's a positive reception.
Katie to Prom.
This song was written in high school. In this album, I put all the Katie songs together. So this song is out of order chronologically, but it's with the Katie songs. So I wrote the song. It's, as the title suggests, I asked you out to prom. I stood up in front of the rally, in front of the whole student body, and I asked you out to prom. Or that's how I wanted to do it, but I never got a chance to, because by the time I had the idea, that the rally was like literally that Friday, and it was like a Wednesday. It was like 2 days. It was totally impossible to get me in, and prom, there's no other rally before prom, so I just didn't do it. And I never even asked you to prom, and then I never went to prom. I actually never been to any school dance, and I don't regret that, actually. I literally don't care about school dances, so.
Urethane.
Urethane is a cool word. That's why I named it Urethane. This song's for you. I wrote the song about you. It's just a cool song. It's a short and sweet song. Good guitar, good instruments. Kind of a jam. I don't know. Literally just kind of random. But I wrote it for you.
I'll accept.
Accept it. Yeah.
I won't be alone.
Ooh, okay. Here we go. This song is single-handedly the best song I've ever written.
Fun
That's what I
fact,
believe.
he was sick.
Oh yeah, I was sick when I recorded this. So this song I wrote for my wife. This is my proposal song to you. When I proposed to her, I put headphones on her and I played this song. And this song is the best song lyrically that I've ever written. It talks about how love is sacrifice and therefore a choice. This song talks about even when the feelings die, even if we're not feeling it anymore, even when our hearts break from certain tragedies, we're going to choose to love each other, and that's a covenant we're going to have for the rest of our lives. So this is the best song I've ever written. I believe that, and I love you.
I love you.
That's the last song, right?
That is it.
Part 3 is concluded. Please stay tuned next month for the final installment of our explanation videos. The last album will be coming the first Friday of August. It has some of the best songs I think I've ever produced on there, so please check it out and faithfully await our next video. Thank you and peace.
And the hardest thing to hear you say is goodbye, good night, I'll see you tomorrow.